We've been putting this off because it's just been so hot. But, get a little something. There's a storm coming, Hurricane Ida. It's not going to hit us directly, supposedly, but we're preparing anyway. Let me flip this around.
They're a little overgrown.
Yeah, today we're going to see about cleaning up this area, and I'm going to show you a quick tip on how to secure up your beehives for high winds and storms using dog tie outs and ratchet straps. Okay, sweating already. It's just so hot. But anyway, we got the big weeds, and there was chamber bitter and goat weed and grass mainly in the area where you see that's rocked here. We pulled all that stuff out and smoothed out the rocks, and you can see the bees are a little more active already. So before taking out the weed eaters, we're going to go ahead and get the straps put on. If I have one bit of advice for beekeepers along the Gulf Coast, get the vented suits, because these suck. I think the hardest part is not being able to wipe my brow.
Yeah.
Should have worn a bandana in here. All right, so basic dog tie out. Just gonna screw it into the ground deep as I can. This we're just gonna ignore. We're gonna actually use this part up here to tie the ratchet strap.
They're getting a little fussy.
Yeah. Oh Lordy, we got a lot of clay in this soil, which sucks for screwing it in, but it's great. Once it's on, it's gonna hold it really tight.
You can also use T-posts on either side of the hives. We have one over here that we had done that with, but the hammering of the T-post really aggravates the bees quickly. Is it gonna hold?
Yeah. Better than my duct tape on my paint.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. This one right here is the most aggressive hive that we have. And I wouldn't even call them aggressive, they're just protective.
Oh, I don't know, that bigger one is
Getting there?
yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
So the tall one that we have there is the one that we've been having for a while, that we didn't lose with all the weather events that we had in the past year. We lost a colony that was sitting here, and we had to replace it. That's why that one's only got one box here. We purchased a split from a local company, and then that one right there, we bought a captured swarm from a friend. This one is doing really, really well. That one's doing well, but not as good as this one. And that one, I'm sure it's time to pull honey, but with the hurricane that's on its way now and being in hurricane season, I hate to pull their food stores. nice praying mantis. Those are certainly beneficial, even if she does eat a bee or two. All right, so the bees are all secured, all cleaned up around the apiary, and we'll see. We're expecting what, 40 to 60 mile an hour gusts?
No.
From Ida.
40 to 50 mile an hour winds with higher gusts.
Okay, 40 to 50 mile an hour winds with higher gusts. And I know from our experience with Hurricane Laura last year that this setup with the straps and all the dog tie outs and well, I had T-post the last year, but with the ratchet straps, I know that this can sustain, it has sustained 150 plus mile an hour winds from last year when we had Laura come through. So I know that they're ready to go. So this is the reason why we've been putting this off so much. Today is a little cooler, actually, for what we've been dealing with. This shirt started out a much lighter color, and my hair didn't look all like it does. But anyhow, we got it done. We did our best not to die, and I think we won. But no, listen, on a serious note, we want to send our prayers to those that are in the direct path of Hurricane Ida right now. That would be southeastern Louisiana and into Mississippi, because the east side is typically the worst side of the storm, the tropical storms, hurricanes. So definitely sending prayers. I would like to ask you guys to join us in that. We want everyone to stay safe. We're going to go off and see what else we need to tie down and pack away in preparation for this storm, because again, I will be at work at the firehouse for the storm to come through. So Amy and Abby are going to be on their own to evacuate if need be. Like I said, we're not expecting anything too major, so we should be okay. But whatever the case, definitely sending prayers over to the east side of the state. You guys, if you would, please, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Let us know in the comments that you're praying with us for the people in the direct path. Until next time, we will see you. God bless.